Good morning, everyone. It's Trader Rob. Today is Thursday, February 26th. Let's have a day today. Let's see what, let's get this IB guy out of the way. All right, so just marked out right here at the open. Nice little flip to the downside here. And I have it represented here with this red square. So just kind of want to see how the sellers kind of react here right at the open off of that flip. All right, some targets to the downside. We've got this, we got a level at the 25,140 that I'm going to be watching pretty closely, and then we've got our reaction bands down here starting at the 25,013. But price action is going to have to travel pretty strong to the downside here. far as the ES. ES is all the way down here at the 6903. And then above us, we've got a band at the 6974 and a signal at the 6986. So that's the ES. That out in gold. Let's see what happens there. Nice little indication there of the morning open move. Morning, chump sauce. Well, pretty nice strong dump here at the morning. Just taking out stops right now. See it pretty clearly on the order book. Those that jumped in short, probably right around here. Actually, if we go down to the 1 minute. Yeah, it's probably shorts right around here. Carrie, Nordic, Joe, Karen, Rob, Michael, Greg, William, Keith, Joe, Steve, Joel. Good morning, everyone. Anna, good morning. So, 2 more trading days. Today and tomorrow's last trading days of February. All right. Seems like February was like a blur to me. All right, see if the market can come back up here and retest this 25,381. That's where my 5-minute level's at. Got a lot of different confirmations here. Obviously impulsive move. Break of structure. Nice level here. And the only problem with this is that it is that open move. But I kind of want to see what's going to react here at the 381s, if we can get up there. Or if we visit here the 25-140s. That'd be great too. ES is kind of in La La Land. Let's go to the 5-minute here. We'll see how gold reacts here at the 5170.4 to the 5164.2. Looks like they kind of balanced out this move prior to leaving. How'd everybody finish off yesterday? I was break even. For the actual day yesterday, I took that one win on this for the signal, but kind of canceled out because I had taken the signal from the night prior that lost, so I was pretty much break even. No trades after that. Steve Red. Red, green, green, red. $69.35 looked a little sweepy to me there. On the ES. Would have been a pretty nice risk to reward there on that market flip there. see, 30 points. Probably went down 150, I would say. Let's say that was the bottom right there. The 220s. Let's see, 220s. Yeah, that would have been 110 points. Da-da-da-da. So what's everybody's strategy for the market open trades? Just curious to see what you guys are all trading. I'm sure a good amount of you guys probably are trading the orb. Value area high, value area low. Okay. I've been seeing some pretty good success with the just in backtesting that I've been doing. Been seeing some pretty good results with the delta flips, specifically like right at the open. I'll give you some pretty good risk to reward trades. Not the greatest win rate. It's probably like, I don't know, I think it was like closer to 40%, 50%, but that was like on a 1 to 3 risk to reward. But the days that it loses pretty ugly. And I've tried to attach like a whole bunch of different like filters as far as like if it taps into one of the bands at the open and then gets the flip, those seem to be super strong. If it knocks out one of my levels, gives me the flip, seems to be really strong. And obviously it works really well on these type of days. On these, just this. I mean, that's all you really need is really this move from here to like here. But the opens that you've got the wicks going on both sides, which happen probably a good 2 times a week. Those are the ones where the strategy has it's got an issue. I also have factored in a pretty decent trailing stop on it. It's pretty smart with the footprint candles. I mean, me personally, I look at the minute that I'm showing you guys right now pretty much just for big picture, because it's kind of hard to see, you know, unless I scrunch this up pretty like this. But me personally, I would rather just trade with just this chart. you know, obviously with my levels and stuff like that, I still need my candlestick charts. This is very difficult for me to see my levels very clearly. But as far as intention for market is concerned, I think the footprints, they open up a whole new world. All right, so now the ES made a decent push. Left this unbalanced. Let's see if we can find something right around there. That's where I would like to see it. So if I go down to the 1 minute, you'll see that this has been balanced out pretty well. A little move. And we're standing in cube. So Rob, if I'm reading your comment right, you play into the equal highs and equal lows. So you don't play a reversal from them, you play into them that they'll come back into that area. What if the equal high, what if they're a little staggered? Do you stay away from those setups? Or are you pretty much just looking for double tops? Hey Sean, what do you mean by your comment delta flood? Could be a low up day. I'm sure the acronym stands for something. Let's jump down to the lower time frame a little bit. Let's see if there's Funny thing is, you could have probably made a killing here. I don't know if we'll see it on the one. I'm on the 30-second here, but one, tap and go. And then the next one was right here. Tap and go. Next one was right here. Tap and go. The market's been very efficient this morning on this way down as far as balancing everything out. Every single move has been tapped. And you can see by the wicks right here, right here, right here. Balanced every single level out on the way down. So that would be the new leg down here. This one, though, is just not as clean. This one's been already kind of violated a few times before leaving here. Which usually tells me that this move is not very strong and it needs to retap before coming back down. Or a break of this. A break here of this. It's typically what I see on those type of moves. Delta flip, you mean? You typed in Delta FLOD. I don't know if that was an acronym or something that... I don't know what that meant. Delta flip is kind of like what we identified right here. This morning, right there. So you got your Delta flip right, probably about a minute before the open. Move that a little bit. Red footprint candle, positive Delta. That's your flip. Sellers pretty much absorbed all of the buyers. Buyers were trying on this candle, as you can tell with the positive Delta, but the sellers were still able to overcome them. Let's see. Yeah, see how they needed to tap right back in? Usually that move's not strong enough. So either that or we'll see a swipe of this candle right here. Just to make the move to their bigger targets that they might be looking at, which I think is the 25-140s. All right, Michael. See you tomorrow, man. The right side of your screen's the 120. That what I'm looking at right here is the 60 range right now. Well, it's a good level. Just didn't really get any type of confirmation there for me. AP, good morning. Yeah, nice little move there off the 140s. Looks like the sellers are again showing a good amount of strength here. We have this unbalanced area sitting right up here. Just keeping that up there as, you know, if there's anything that presents itself as a long target, I know what I have to target right now. Right now, this is the area that the sellers are showing some strength, so we'll see. We'll see what can come out of that. Let's move this guy over. Drawing tool doesn't really work too well on the footprint charts. Either there or there. Alright, sellers have continued with their strength here. So now buyers have to overtake this red box right here. For me to know that the buyers are serious or not. Sellers are continuing to defend this area. So we now know that this is a point of contention here, so now we'll see how we can frame a trade out of this. Let's see if the sellers can prove that they can blast through here. So selling continues. There you go. I like a short here. I think we've got enough. That was very late. I did not get my entry in there. Shit. Fuck. Come on, man. That was an easy short right there. Easy short. God, that order took forever. Literally waited like, it almost waited like 2 seconds before that order got put in. That was a nice move too. That was a good 30-40 point dump. Well, so at least now we know that these are where the sellers were very strong. I feel like I need to do this on like every single trade, because when I talk through the trades, I see the I talk to myself a lot actually when I'm trading by myself, not on YouTube. So kind of have to do the same thing here. I guess I wouldn't even mind a flip here. We only got the 70s. There's a lot of resistance here at the 70s, though. I don't want to chase the move. That was my entry right here. So they're going into a pretty big absorption here. Be very surprised. Let's see if they break this here. They broke through it. They broke through it. Fuck. Oh, man. All right. Well, that was one trade miss there, but setup was perfect. Remember, the 120 now is on the right. You're looking at the 60 on the main screen. That would have been a nice one. Okay, nobody showed me anything yet. Sellers are just very long, very tough right here. Yeah, they're kicking ass right now. Fuck. I think I missed the good move of the day here. All right, now we need something a little bit bigger picture to see what if anything we can formulate here. Probably shouldn't have made the default red. They're not all going to be reds. Today they are. I mean, what other targets do we have? I feel like I gotta almost short this here. I know I feel like I'm getting in way at the bottom end of this move, but let's see if we got any support anywhere. That was my issue, is I really felt like I might have been at the wrong end of that. God damn it. It's just terrible. That's terrible. Regardless of the outcome there, I felt like I chased a little bit. Don't want to see them retesting this because they're going to blow right through it if they do. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, give me one. Give me one little push here. Let's go. One little push. I took it there. I felt like I was in a bad spot no matter what, so. Yeah, not the greatest trade. I mean, it felt like I was kind of chasing here, but then, I mean, you know, when's the bottom the bottom? That was a good signal right here. I'm sorry, right here. Yeah, obviously we're showing strength the whole time. I don't know how many points I got there. 21 points. All right, it's not terrible. And now they're showing the continuation here again. Well, missed a phenomenal setup right here. You guys saw I had my order entry to put in, but didn't get filled. This one maybe a little late to the party, but in hindsight now, obviously, was not. Was still a good signal. We'll see here at the 867s. We'll see if if this is enough here to prop up the market here for a little bit. But the real cream of the crop setup was right here. I mean, I talked the shit out of that one. I felt very, very confident on this one. Very confident. Use the ES. Wasn't even looking at the ES here, but ES just fucking blasted through those. Let's see if the ES was showing anything here. All right, so this is where they showed some strength. That would have been a tough trade there. ES really didn't give me really anything yet. Anybody take a short from those areas right there? I mean, the shorts were definitely the play there. Maybe try to get in where I was trying to get in at on the NQ. Coach Cleats did. Okay. All right, so some positive delta here. Now let's kind of see what they want to do. Joe's green, Steve small, 5-point winner. Sean took the ES short on top, just stopped out now. So Grant was saying maybe a bounce off my levels there and get ready to go long. My issue, Grant, on that one, on any of the levels that we've come into, the reaction to the first level, which was right here, for me was not the kind of confirmation that I'm looking for what I would consider to be a bigger move. Not even on, I didn't get one on the 60 and I didn't get one on the 120. Sorry, I should go back there. And then really all the indications were red here still. So unless they could have broken through this box, then I would have been honestly extremely interested in longs here. But as they could break through there, my bias really switched to shorts, or continuing the shorts. And it just kind of continued. And I got a little lucky that the flip here held, like literally held right to the tick. My stop was sitting right on top of this candle right here. And that's why I was a little upset with myself, thinking maybe I got, on the bad end of that move. But I think that was probably a 17-point stop. So I probably got in a few points underneath there. So now here's a good example of where things start to kind of flip. So the sellers, these will give you the indications. Sellers right here again showed continued strength, but now the buyers have been able to actually absorb all of this and break through it. So now this is going to be a contention now for buyers. If the buyers just give this up, it was just very short-lived little run here by the bulls. So we'll see now here if we can get some type of a flip that would show strength again by buyers as they overtook this region right here. I could probably extend that. Yeah. And then we'll see here. But all signs right here are still that sellers are still in control here to a certain extent. All right, 2 minutes for IB to be set. Oh, look at that. Whole number right at the 24,900s. Holy shit. Let's go back to our chart here. So again, seller's still in control. They haven't shown me anything to the contrary at this point yet. Okay. So now buyers made a good stand there. Well, now we can just map this out. Turn this green, which I should make a thing for it. I will. Let's do... I don't know how ugly that's gonna look. It's kind of ugly, but... And then we'll save that as... I don't like that label, but... Okay. So now we have a baseline. We know that sellers were strong here. We know that buyers are strong right here. Now we just kind of see what the market wants to do. Let's see what it kind of gives you a roadmap on looking back at your charts as to where you might be able to possibly see another retracement leg up and take a short from here. Kind of frames out the day a little bit easier. All right, so IB is set. And oh shit, the IB was at the 900s, wasn't it? I think it was at the 900s, right? No, it's at the 885s. Shit. Just make sure we didn't tap in. No, we didn't. Okay, so this is still the IB. Buyers were showing strength there. Okay. Let's see what happens here at the 885s at this point. Buyers again showed strength right here, so we know that this green box is definitely valid still as far as right now. Buyers at least defending this. Now if they can continue to defend it, that's to be seen. So I'm going to jump down to my 30 and my 60. So you've got the 30 right here, and you've got the 60 down here. So buyer's still holding that line. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Did get a flip there, but I think we're too far from the IB here right now. All right, now I'm going to jump over to the 60 on my main screen, just because it's going a little too quick for me there. Now let's see what we can frame. So we know that the sellers still were able to break through that area, so we're still thinking short here if possible. Let's just see if we get any type of possible entry. Just going to the 120 just to slow it down a little bit. Okay, buyers showed strength again here, huh? Interesting. We're in a green area. Let's see, was there any opportunity here to go long? Not really. That was a decent little footprint there. That's okay. We'll keep waiting. We obviously know this is an area of strength for buyers. So they're in Happy Town here right now. Kind of like along here. Like the flip right here. We're in an area of strength. Let's see. And if this candle closes green, I'll just move my stop up right here, which I will do right now. Or do I want some protection? Yeah, you know what? I'll just stay right there. Let's see if we can get a pop up here real quick. Let's go. Let's go. Give me something here. Come on. Give me at least some 10, 15 points. All right, I'm out. Would have got my 30 on there, but I'm happy with my 15 points right there. Again, nice little, just kind of talking it through. We were in that green buyer zone right there. Got a nice flip and had some good strength there. Good job, Steve. So yeah, Grant, you made a comment that there were some good divergent deltas at the beginning of the days. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I've been looking at that for a good amount of time now. Just want to do a little bit more kind of back testing on it before I. So now we know. Let's take a look at a bigger time frame here. Now we know that the sellers, the buyers, where did they show their strength at? Right at our level here that we had at the 74,867. And that proved to be now the level that they've at least broken through all of the selling pressure that they've had. Now it's to see, you know, what they're going to face now up here at this big area. So if I drag this guy over, now you could kind of maybe formulate even a plan to go short here if you get some type of confirmation. But now we know where the buyers have shown their strength. We know where previously the sellers have shown their strength. And you just try to formulate a trade off of that. All right, let me just do a few journaling notes here. So that was 9:30 to 10. Both of them were on the NQ. Both were, well, one was a short. That one. That was a short off of the 60 footprint. And my stop was about 17 points. Take profit was 21. No news. 21. And then the next one was at no. First one was at 9 to 9:30. This one was 9:30 to 10. And Q. Long one off of a 60 footprint again. And that was so initial, I think I had a 15-point stop, and then I reduced to about, it was about 8. So I'll just leave it at 15. And I got, let's call it 15 points. No, 15. Talk through the trade. Okay. All right. Let's just take a look real quick at the bigger picture here. Okay, so I'm gonna now increase this right to here. That was the last place that the sellers showed some good strength. Actually, they just showed another piece of strength here. Good delta. All right, now let's see what happens here when they get up into an area that we know that they've had some problems with. Whoa. Church just flickered pretty nasty. To get rid of this here. We don't need that anymore. I don't know why these drawings always are moving on my footprint. It's kind of annoying. Let's just take a really quick picture of kind of a big picture view here. Okay. And then I'll put split screen. The 120 is on my main screen right now, and the 60 is on the right hand side of the screen. Thanks, Grant. Enjoy your cup of coffee, man. Well deserved today. Okay, so what just happened? Finally tapped into that area that we've already mapped out, that the sellers were strong. We did get a good reaction there. I just did not, personally, I didn't pick up any signal. I thought this was going to give me, that's why I switched really quickly to the 60, because this was still positive delta here, but did not give me a flip there. And I'm going to get rid of this band at this point. It's the second time that my monitor does that. Okay, so what do we know? We know that the buyers are showing strength. They've been showing strength all the way up in here in this green area. We tapped into the sellers. And remember, for the big picture is still down. I mean, we're still pretty negative for the day. So I'm putting a lot of weight on the areas that we have marked off for sellers right now. Just makes the most sense. Okay, we can see buyers are trying. Good amount of contracts being, ooh, shit, 30s has got 700 contracts on the NQ. Holy shit. Ah, did we nail that red area? 700 contracts sitting right here at the 30s. Interesting. I don't think I'm seeing that wrong. No, 707. So I think at this point it's a good, just because now we've got a little piece of intel here that, you know, we've got a huge liquidity area here for a huge auction process. So at this point we can kind of see how this is going to play out here, if the buyers absorb this or if this is the actual leg to the downside. That could very possibly be it right here too. But that was kind of what I had told you guys earlier. Like this could be the very well be the area where we get that now second leg push down to take everything down here, which would be kind of a dirty play, but feasible. And again, for me, nothing yet to take a trade here. You know, this almost flipped. This was almost a delta flip here, but we didn't get it. So that doesn't give me a big feeling on the sellers just yet. All right, let's see them now. This is going to be interesting here. This is going to be interesting here. It taps into the 30s here. They've increased 715 contracts. So we're either going to get a huge absorption here, or this is going to be the leg to the downside. Can't really take a short here just because, you know, they're so close right now to the 30s that the likelihood of them tapping into it to either start or complete their auction is pretty strong here. I kind of need to see a little bit more context. Oh no. Want to do that. Fuck. Oh well, I think it's close enough. You know what? Is there an extend to the right? I don't want to do that because maybe that's gonna. Maybe you can extend it to the right, but you can't. All right, I'll win for the show here. Let's see what happens. About 715 contracts now sitting there at the 30s. All right, so far, nobody's really showed anything over the last 15, 20 minutes. And this also is a pretty easy area to kind of get manipulated at. So you kind of have to be super careful here. When you've got that many contracts sitting up there, they know they've got a juicy prize up there. That's where you can very easily get manipulated. That's typically where you start to see the wicks. You see a move and it's all bullshit. Let's go to the candles just to kind of see where we're at. You see how when you draw out your kind of your plan, it's kind of crazy how well you could then see the market as to what's really happening here. So right now, my thesis right now, obviously we're short on the day. This could very well easily be the next leg to the downside here, unless the buyers can absorb everything that's going on right here, which is a pretty tall feat here, but and that's why these levels become so strong, you know? I mean, there's another level for you right here, right at the 873, perfect level. Well, I'm on the 1 minute, so not super perfect, but I'm sure on the 5 minute, 5 minute might not look so pretty, actually. So nothing to do here yet, obviously. Yeah, these are people that let's get short. Market's going to go to the downside. And it could very easily just swipe this, come right back up. Just ready for this big move right there at the 25.30s. AP, I'm looking at a bookmap. So there's 711 resting orders right now sitting on the Nasdaq at the 25.30. So the 730s is a huge area of contention, which falls right. You know, I guess I could just draw this line here so we can all see it. Not exactly at the 30s, but close enough. So once we get some action in here, we'll switch over to the footprint and then we'll see we'll see what it's telling us. But you see, like, everybody that, you know, let's get short, let's go long, let's go short. Without context here, you kind of need to use all of your tools here to kind of see what the the bigger picture is. Yeah. Yeah, the reason why they call it that is if when you're looking at it, that's what it looks like on the histogram side of the and by the colors too. All right, let's see what the fight is going to be here now. Contract still sitting at 714. Excuse me. Actually, didn't get the best of sleep last night. I was on the charts until about 1:30. Probably closer to 2, actually. I just couldn't fall asleep too easy. Nothing to do here yet. here we go. So huge absorption there. Let's see what the bigger picture tells us here. Nothing yet. I know the lower gave us a flip, but this was a very big area right here, so let's just be let's be a little cautious here. Get rid of this now. So you see how the contracts here, Delta went up to 943. That's because we had that push right into where all of the orders were resting at. So again, now we just got to reframe the morning and kind of see what what's what. The sellers have not changed their position. This is still where they are the strongest. If we can get a short signal here, maybe on the 120. I wouldn't mind taking a trade here for 15, 20 points to finish off the day. Okay, so buyers now here. Buyers show strength. Right here. Let's turn that green. Oh no. No. Load green. All right. So this is just temporary right now. This is just to kind of frame to see who's going to win now. The box is shrinking to oblivion. I don't get why it does that. Just doesn't lock. Won't lock in place. We're obviously right now at a crossroads. We're stuck in between buyers, sellers right here. We obviously know that they just went through a huge auction process right through here. So this could kind of maybe turn into fair value for a while. Let's see where the... Okay. Obviously, nice little node there. So 2 nice trades today. I think in total about up 40 points, 1,600 bucks. Missed a phenomenal setup. I mean, I'm still a little bummed about that one, but that's okay. I mean, I'm happy that the setup was pretty clean on that last one. But that would have, and that was a really strong conviction there. It might have been a 30, 40 pointer. I guess in a way, kind of chipping away at, I think we chipped away completely at Tuesdays. And now we just got to work on Mondays. All right, let's see if they flip this. If they flip this, then we can increase our box here just to kind of show where they're showing some strength. Guys, if you guys are getting any value out of what I'm doing here, please just hit the like button. It's the only thing I ask for. Doesn't cost you anything. Just stay. I don't understand why you can't stay there. Okay, so buyers are just they keep going. I'm gonna stay with my green box right here. No need to expand it at this point yet. Well, I'm gonna move it to the right, but no need to go up. So we are finally now breaking through that last layer of very strong sellers. Now the next layer that they left was all the way up. I gotta adjust that, because that was actually where my initial short for the morning would have been. Kind of stupid that you can't extend it to the right. Let's go back. Back to the 120. Okay, what are sellers doing here? Showing a little bit of strength, showing a little bit of backbone here. I want to show you something here. If this candle closes red, not looking to take a trade or anything like that, but just want to show you guys something here. Okay, so buyers are still at it. Nice little footprint there on the 60. For me now, the bulls seem to be in very strong control. You know, we got some room to the upside. Let's see if we could take a small scalp here. If this still closes negative, negative delta with a green continuation. Take a small scalp here for about 10, 12 points. Okay, sellers are trying. Nothing to do here yet. Okay, tap it into a little bit of strength here. So let's see. Almost 10:30. See what the bigger picture is telling us here. Can get a quick scalp here. Not just yet. Didn't give me anything yet. Nothing to do here yet. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it for the morning. I'm actually pretty hungry. So far, great morning of trades. I like the fact that I talked through every single one of my setups and felt really good about each one. Missed one there for probably would have been about a 30-point winner. Didn't get my fill in, but that's okay. Stay patient out there. If you're in the greens, try to stay in the green. If you are in the red, maybe give yourself one more opportunity. But on a day like today, hopefully you guys are mainly in the green. Wishing you guys the best. Last day of February tomorrow, so looking forward to it. I'll see maybe if I can run some kind of promotion or something for tomorrow's stream. All right, guys, take care. And if you haven't hit the like on the stream, I appreciate it. Thank you.